Hey there, ladies and gents. I'm going to talk about Spritz Finance, something that I have been using for years now, but I have not done a video recently on it. And I thought it would be prudent to do one and show you how I've been using it and show you live right now how I make a payment for my car payment and my mortgage using Spritz Finance. And USDT BEP20 on the Binance Smart Chain. I'm going to use that to make payment for my car and my mortgage. Now, let me just say that since its inception, they have changed their reward program for referring Spritz Finance to others. I'm not even sure what the details are. I do know that if you have not used Spritz Finance yet, you can go to Google and you can search and see if it's available in your country. It is available in the US, Canada, the UK, parts of Europe, and some other countries. So depending on where you're at, you can just go to Spritz Finance, Spritz.finance, create an account. I will provide my refer link below. And if you do use the refer link, now listen to me carefully, you will get some bonus credit to use toward your bills if you want to try to pay a bill and so forth. I'm going to run down through all this stuff right here so it makes sense to you. And and if you don't use a refer link, you don't get any credit. So I'll get some credit. I'm not sure what it is now. You can see right here over the years I've earned 1,870 in credit, and I've actually used that already to pay bills over the years. So I'm not sure if it's like $10, $20, $50. I'm not even sure what it is, but I get some credit and you get some credit when you use a refer link. So just be aware of that if you want to get started with Spritz. Now, this is the homepage. You can see recent activity where I paid my mortgage back on May 28th. I'm getting ready to do another one. This is where I made my car payment using some crypto. This is where I actually transfer some money from my bank, my local bank, to a crypto wallet, and it's only like a 1% fee. So if you decide you wanted to move $100 from your bank to your crypto wallet, and I chose the Polygon network, then the net result is 99 USDC on the Polygon network. There are other networks. I'll kind of go over that, and then I'll do a demonstration of the payments. So Spritz Finance does have a Spritz card. This has been revamped. I'm not sure if this is a physical card or if it's a virtual card. If it's a virtual card, you can use Apple Pay and Google Pay with the virtual card, and you can load up your crypto onto this virtual card. If it's a physical card, they'll just mail you one in the mail, but I'm not sure. You just have to go here and learn more about that. Off ramp, if I want to, I can off ramp my crypto to either one of my banks, and I have done that before if I needed to, send stuff to my bank, but I try not to do that. Now, pay bills is interesting. I like pay bills. This is where you can add a bill, and you can see where I've added my mortgage. This is a credit card. I don't carry debt, so I pay off my credit cards every month, actually every week. I get rewards on the card, so that's why I use it that way, but then I pay it off. The Capital One, I think I just paid that off. This is the auto loan. This is a Best Buy that carries no debt. American Eagle carries no debt. This is my internet Spectrum utility bill. I can pay this online. This is my electricity. I can pay this online. This is my insurance. I can pay this online, and so forth and so on. So you can add bills. Most of the time it will find it automatically depending on how you fill out the form with your proper address and name and all that stuff. But you can also add it manually with the account number and so forth. So that's pretty cool. And I will be demonstrating making a mortgage payment and a car payment. Here's where you can buy crypto. And again, it's a 1% flat fee. You can do wire transfers for larger amounts, or you can just do the standard transfer of like $100 or $50 or something like that, $1,000. And what will come wind up in your wallet is USDC, and you have to choose which network you want it on. So you would just enter your amount. This is a standard transfer. So if I wanted to do 100, I would get 99 USDC on the Polygon network. Now you can choose between Polygon, Ethereum, Solana, Arbitrum, Optimism, and Avalanche. Those are your options. All right, swap. I didn't even know they had swap in here. Swap crypto instantly exchanging one token for another. Now that's interesting. Didn't even know that was a feature. Never used it before, but interesting. Activity shows you where you've done your last things with Spritz Finance. So this is where I did a mortgage payment. You can actually break it down, and it shows you that this was the Spritz fee. So when I sent this amount for the mortgage, this amount goes to Spritz. You know, they got to get their cut because they're actually converting the crypto to fiat in order to make the mortgage payment. And the token used was USDC, and this is the network. And this was the auto loan. Again, it shows you the fee that was taken, so this is a fee for that, and so on and so on. Okay, address book. This is where I set up the external transfers with my bank and which network I wanted it to be on. Again, I'm not even sure. You can select the network. So they have Base, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Polygon, Optimism, and even the Binance Smart Chain. All right, and then the rewards. This is the refer link, and if you want to get some rewards, use somebody else's refer link. I could customize it, but I'm just going to provide this down below. This is what I have earned over the years that I've already used for paying bills. Invite friends and family, help them transact, earn cash back and bonuses, view the full mechanics, and if you want to, you can read it. See, for your friends, by transacting greater than 100 and less than 2,000 within the first 30 days, they'll receive $25 cash back. For you, earn a cool $25 cash back after they achieve the milestone the first month. Okay. So you get $25 cash back that you can use for a bill, and I'll get $25 if you do more than $100 transaction in the first 30 days. So there you go. I answered my own question. All right. Let's go ahead and pay a bill. So what you do there is you go to pay bills. First thing I want to do is pay my car payment. So I got to find that in my bill. And this is my auto loan. So I would do pay with crypto. And then I would send crypto manually. I'm not going to connect my wallet. I'm just going to send it manually. And I'm going to choose the chain that I want. And this is the proper chain here. But this is the Binance Smart Chain. You can see you could use Bitcoin, Dash, Tron, Base, Polygon. They give you several options. But I'm going to do the Binance Smart Chain because I have some USDT in my Rabby wallet protected by a cold storage ledger. You can see here, this is USDT BEP20. I have about 1949 here. So I got enough here to pay my car payment and my mortgage. And so that's what I'm going to do. This is USDT, not USDC. And this is the address they want you to send it to. Now, I have to kind of calculate. You can do a fee calculator right here and kind of figure it out. Let's see, Binance here, and let's say if I want to send $1,100 for my mortgage, the Spritz fee would be $1,650, and so I would need to send $1,116. Okay, so that's kind of how you do it. Personally, I don't care if I go over, and I really don't care what kind of fee Spritz wants to collect because it's just so convenient. So I'm going to kind of guesstimate I do. I can always go back and look at what activity I did do in the past and see how much was sent. And so last time I paid 1,106, but that was on the Polygon network. Let me see if I can find another payment where I did my mortgage. This was on the BNB chain. And so the Spritz fee was $21.79. So it's actually cheaper to do it on USDC. That's interesting. So I'm going to send 1,115. I think is what I'm going to do. 1,115. That's what I'm going to do. So hopefully that sends the proper amount. Give me a second while I calculate this. All right, so I'm going to go back over to. Do I want to do my mortgage? Let's do my car payment. Let's do my car payment first. Let's do pay, send. This is USDT, and I need to calculate USDT, and I want to make sure my car payment is at least 505. So if I do 505, I need to send about 512. So I'm going to do 515. I'm just going to send 515 because it's always okay to send a little extra for the car payment. So here's what you do: is you make a copy of this address. Okay, this is for my car payment. I'm going to go up to my wallet, my Rabby wallet, and go to USDT, and I'm going to send to this address right here. So I'm going to paste in that address. All right, it ends in 566. It ends in 566. You always want to confirm. I'm going to do 515 in USDT. For some reason, it has to have a confirmation of this address I'm sending to, which is fine. It's like an extra security layer. All right, and then I'm going to prepare my ledger. So give me a second. Matter of fact, I'm going to pause while I prepare everything. All right, I'm back. So now I'm going to hit send. And we're going to click this to sign, and I got to accept it on my ledger. So let me do that. And I hit accept and sign transaction. So now that 515 is going to go over into Spritz. Now, what you can do is at some point, it's going to see it on the blockchain that it's been sent. Okay, if I wanted to, I can come up here and let's look. It was deducted right here, and then I can come and look where the history is. Let's see if I have it here. I may have to go back out, come back in. Actually, let's go back. Transactions. There's the 515. So let's look at it on the blockchain. And it's always curious to see this stuff. So it was successful in sending. I sent it 45 seconds ago for 515. It did go to that address where it said ended in 566. If you want to, you can click on that address. And all right, come on, BSC scan. Yes, there we go. And then it can, right there, see it already received it in, and within 30 seconds it took the 515 out to start processing. So it's already received it. That's very interesting, very fast. You can see others have used this also. This is not me. I don't think it's me. No, this might be me. Interesting. Past car payments. All right, so let me go back to, oh, and by the way, you can search on Spritz Finance fees in Google if you want to, and just look at all the different fees. Go back over here and let's look at activity. and you can see there it is now in progress. So they have received it, and within, I don't know, 2 or 3 business days, this right here will go from in progress to completed, and you can always log into your financial institution and see if they received it. But it's pretty cool. Total payment amount, you can see the breakdown. Spritz took $10.10 in fees, and that's fine with me. All right, let's make the mortgage payment. So let's go back over to pay bills. This is my mortgage. I'm going to pay this. We're going to send it crypto manually. I'm going to choose the Binance Smart Chain. I'm going to choose USDT, and I'm going to do a fee calculator. Now I have an idea what I want to pay on my mortgage. It doesn't matter if I pay a little bit more because the extra goes toward the principal. So I don't get all bent out of shape on all that stuff. But if I want to make sure that $1,100 is received toward the mortgage, then I need to send, according to them, 11, 11, 16. So what I'm going to do is send 11, 11, 20. It doesn't matter if the extra goes towards, it's not a big deal. So let's come right here. This is the address. So this one ends in EAD. So I'm going to hit copy on that. Let's go back up to my Rabby wallet, which is protected by a ledger. And let's go back over to USDT. And we're going to hit send. We're going to paste in that address right there. And we're actually going to send, what did I say, 11, 11, 20. Add this address to be able to confirm sending to. For those who don't use Rabby, I like it. This is actually MetaMask in the background, and I imported my MetaMask into Rabby wallet because I just like the interface of Rabby. So we're going to send and begin signing, and I have to sign my cold storage ledger. All right. So now that has been sent for my mortgage payment. Now we're going to bring this back down and see how quick it has done that. Not yet. All right, so now I have $314 left in USDT. So I calculated pretty well where I wanted my crypto to be for the mortgage payment and the car payment. Which, you know, thankfully, thank God, those are the only things I got that is, you know, debt, so to speak. Come right here, transactions, and so you can see the 1120 right here, and you can also view this on the blockchain if you want to. It was successful. It did go to that address that ended in EAD, so I'm going to click on that. I'm just curious. And you can see where I made a mortgage payment 43 days ago, and then this one right here was 53 seconds ago, and then immediately it went with pay with token. It went in and out, and they're going to start processing it. And then I can come back over here to activity, and let's see if it's listed under activity. And there is the mortgage payment in progress. So guys, if you're interested in using Spritz, it is a viable alternative to the Coinbases and the other exchanges. I'm not saying it's better. I'm not saying it's worse. I do know if I want to move money from my bank right here, off ramp, pay bills, buy crypto. If I want to move stuff from my bank, I can do that very easily. So if I wanted to move $1,000, I would get $990 in USDC on the Polygon network in my wallet. Okay, they take 1% fee, and then from there I can swap it over to the base network. I can swap it over to the Binance. You know how it works. So the Ethereum network if I need to, and so on and so on. All right, video's long enough. Go be a blessing. Hopefully you're blessed in return, and you've learned something about the Spritz Finance company. All right, take care. Adios.